Hey guys, Josh here. So I went out this evening and I went and bought some movies at a couple stores and I saw Don't Breathe. I'm not going to do a review of Don't Breathe because it's been out for a week now. If you guys wanted to see it, you saw it or you read reviews already. All I'll say is that it is really good, and I would say that the director, Fede Alvarez, I believe is how you say his name, definitely stepped up his game in every conceivable way since his Evil Dead remake, which I also thought was pretty good. But Don't Breathe is really good, and it's a suspense thriller, not really a horror film, but it's very, very good. So if you have not seen it or you're deciding if you want to go see it, go support this film because we want more horror films like this getting made. But I really want to make the video to talk about the films I just added to my collection, and they are all horror thrillers because I was out and I was looking for a horror thriller, so I bought a bunch of them. So yeah, I'm just going to show them to you and explain really quickly why I got them, and yeah. So the first one up is Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. I have not seen Vertigo since I was a little kid, so I only remember bits and pieces of it, and I remember the climax because the climax I actually sometimes will visualize in my head, like randomly, like not very often, but sometimes I will visualize in my head the climax of the film, and it's completely out of context because I don't remember what gets you to the climax. But yeah, I love Alfred Hitchcock. Everything I've seen of his I've loved, and I'm rediscovering him because I used to watch him all the time as a kid, and I don't really remember a lot of those ones. So I've been rediscovering him, like Rear Window, which I now like. I rewatched it not very long ago, and I loved Rear Window, so I had to get Vertigo and watch it. The next one up is John Carpenter's The Fog. I've not seen The Fog, so this is one of the few films, I think there's two that I have not seen on this list. The Fog is one I have not seen, but I love Jamie Lee Curtis and I love John Carpenter, and this is very well reviewed, and it's been on my list to watch for a long time, and it was pretty cheap, so I got it to watch it and see if I like it. The next one up, don't kill me, horror fans. I know some of you guys are getting your guns all ready to kill me, but here we go. It is the Carrie remake. I really liked this film, and I have the original on Blu-ray. I've seen the original a few times. I've seen this one twice, and the thing about Carrie for me is this. I wasn't allowed to watch horror really as a kid, aside from some old horror. So I wasn't allowed to watch the original Carrie as a kid. So the first time I watched it was after I watched this one. And so when I watched this one, I cared about the characters, I cared about what was going on, I thought it was really interesting, and I really enjoyed watching it until the ending, which the CGI is kind of meh. And then I watched the original a couple months later, and I really liked that, except for that I felt that the ending was really good, but the beginning lead-up part wasn't necessarily any better than in here, and I'd rather watch these actors do the same stuff. So for me, it really comes down to I really like both films, and because I don't hold the first Carrie in as high of regard as a lot of horror movie fans do, I'm able to separate the two films and enjoy both. Next one up is another John Carpenter classic, and that is Halloween. I love Halloween, and I didn't watch Halloween for the first time until about 5 months ago because, again, not that much horror as a kid. And I was actually not all that excited to watch it because it's never really interested me. Like, I've always had an interest in Friday the 13th, I've always had an interest in Nightmare on Elm Street. Never really had an interest in this. Finally watched it and I loved it. And I thought it was brilliant and just so clever and so creepy. And it just, like, it gets inside your head, man. When you're watching this film, it gets inside your head. I absolutely loved it, so I had to get it. Coincidentally, I do have Halloween 2 on Blu-ray already, just not the first one. Now I have the first one. The next one up is one that, for me, it's a good film and I really enjoy it, but more than anything, it's just such a great display of practical effects, which I'm a huge practical effects junkie, and that is From Dusk Till Dawn. I love Robert Rodriguez, like pretty much anything he does, with the exception of like his children's films. This film has such great practical effects and it's so fun to watch, and Tarantino is hilarious in this, and Harvey Keitel is really good in here, and it has these really interesting sort of religious undertones and questions, and I enjoyed the heck out of this film, and I love the practical effects. It's a classic, and I had to have it, so I bought it because it was super cheap, and I had to have it. So the next one up I have not seen. It's the only one I haven't seen, and it probably is not very good, but I've been wanting to watch it forever, so I bought it to watch it, and that is Jennifer's Body, which I'm fairly certain is not going to be very good. But Diablo Cody wrote the screenplay for this, and I like Diablo Cody a lot. She wrote Young Adult, which I thought was really good. She wrote Juno, which I love. She wrote the Evil Dead remake, which I thought was really good. So I like Diablo Cody a lot. This would be the only, if I don't like this will be the only Diablo Cody film that I don't like. So hopefully I enjoy it more or less, at least. It was like $2, so I got it to see if I liked it. And the last one is a film that I feel is super underappreciated. I don't know why, but yeah, here it is, Kevin Smith's Red State. This film got like very mixed reviews, and a lot of people saying that it was boring or that it didn't provide competent scares. And I think I feel like a lot of people misunderstood this because it's not an out-and-out horror film. It's more of a suspense thriller or psychological thriller. It's really about what it makes you think and the feelings that it puts you through. And I really, really enjoyed this film. I thought it was really good. There's a part that a lot of people I heard complain about in their reviews where Michael Parks, who plays the preacher, has about a 20-minute long sermon in the film where he's just discussing these things where he's throwing out scripture and then he's warping that scripture to say what he wants it to say instead of what it's really meant to say, and got some other stuff going on I won't spoil. And I thought that scene was riveting and fantastic. I thought this entire film was just really good. And I'm a Kevin Smith junkie anyway, but I really liked this. I actually thought this was one of Kevin Smith's best films, and I don't know why it didn't get very good reviews, but yeah. So that's the last one that I got today. So yeah, those are my additions to my collection. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.